Good evening everyone and welcome to Racing League Hub Formula 2 today. Around the same track as I was commentating last time. Today we are at the circuit of Interlagos for this F2 season finale then. So we're going to ride on board with Mini Short for this lap then as we go down into turn 1. At the moment he's in a little battle with RLH Wesley for the championship here today, as Wesley obviously didn't get the championship up in C2. He's got another chance today in F2. So at the moment, Short's sitting second, Wesley's sitting first. As Short goes down and doesn't have a great turn 4. It looks very close up at the top now with the two Shorts changing places as we now go down to turn 6 and 7 and 8. And it looks like Bosmo's actually getting involved. Everyone quite close to the top, loads of position changes as Wesley is clear at the top at the moment. As we keep on riding with Bobby Short, we'll change to Wesley at the end of the clip then. As at the moment in the BWT Arden we go, and Short at the moment losing to his older brother. A little bit of rivalry there. He doesn't want to get in Mini Short's way for the title as we come down into the final few corners, and we'll ride on board with RLH Wesley, who is in P1. He's got a purple middle sector as well to go with that. Is Wesley going to get pole? Surely he will. What lap time would it be though is the real question around here, as then we'll flood across the line. Wesley will go and get himself a 1 minute 18.1, followed by an 18.5 from RLH Short in second. Wow, as Deneen has left the session, hopefully he can rejoin in time, but I'll be very surprised if he is able to. And hopefully you can rejoin for the sprint race. But here are your here's your lineup then for the race. Wesley on pole, Short in second, M Short in third, Bosmos in fourth, Deneen, who's left the lobby, in fifth. Sixth is Brent, seventh is Fretty, eighth is Phil, ninth is Mad Chip, 10th is Fifi, 11 is Bog, and 12th is Skippy on line 333. Deneen has joined. Oh no, not in time. Deneen's going to miss out on the feature race. Oh, surely they may. I don't know if they'll restart it or not. I don't know how it's going to work with Deneen. Let's have a look then. Only one rejoin. If you go again, you need to leave it. Are we what's happening? I don't really know what's happening, so I think we're starting, are we? I don't know if there'll be a restart or what, but we got the grid, and I don't think Deneen is on the grid. No, he's not. So we won't have a restart for Deneen then. So we'll have 11 drivers in this 20 lap shootout really for half of the championship fight then. Because obviously you got this race and also the sprint race. I'm not really too sure on points. I'll actually have to look that up, how points are really done in F2 races. But I'm sure it's not the full points in the sprint race. But RLH Wesley taking home that pole position. P2 is RLH Short, followed by his little brother of Mini Short. P4 is Bosmos, Deneen stuck in the pits. P6 is Brent, P7 being Fretty, P8 Phil, P9 Magic, P10 is Fifi, P11 is Bog, and P12 goes to Skippy online. These guys for the final time this season, and look at that, look how much Wesley's trying to pull ahead here. So Wesley really wanting to get a move on with this opening lap then. As now we get ready to start this race, and we're gonna ride on with Skippy. He's got a bit of a rep in this league, I believe, for being a bit careless, but hopefully he can kind of help himself out here in this race as everyone else is starting to line up on the grid now, and Skippy's quite far behind. And now Skippy lining up on the grid, and we're ready to start the feature race then, with Wesley on pole and RLH Short in second with his title contender just behind him of M Short. We go to 3, 4, 5 red lights at Interlagos for the feature race of F2, and it's lights out and away we go. Who's got a better start out of the top two then? It will be RLH Wesley down to turn 1, and it looks like maybe up the inside, no he won't, but maybe M Short around the outside. It all seems very clean on the grid. Oh, that's someone off. That's someone off. That is that's Brent off. Oh no, that's Phil off. Phil's off right at the back of the grid then, and he looks like he's got some front wing damage early on. Hopefully he can potentially get himself up to reverse grid pole with P8 then, as only 11 finishes. He only needs to make up 3 positions then as we run down towards the start of sector 2. It almost seems like, look at that, BWT Arden and P3 and P4, they're in a constructors battle as well for P1. So not only is there a championship battle on drivers, it's also a constructors battle, and Arden look like they could be able to take it away with consistency at the moment with Brent. And looks like Mad Chip's had a bad run out of Pinarino there, as looks like in behind Bog and Fifi are having their race of their own at the moment, as we fly through down to the end of the lap then, as we come towards Jung Xiao for the first time with 20, and at the moment everyone seems pretty, we could definitely see a top 5 pack, and then it kind of splits off to the C3 driver Brent, followed by Madchip, Bog, Fifi and Skippy, and then we should see Phil popping into our picture just a bit after, and he'll be heading into the pits at the end of lap 1 then. But look at that, RLH Short going to the inside, there's not going to be a move there. And it looks like, yeah, Phil has heading to the pits then as we now fly into lap 2. Looks like Freddy is now getting tracked down by Bosmot. Bosmot's on the outside. It's C2 versus C3 here. Bosmot's around the outside of Freddy. If he can stick this one, it's going to be side by side still into turn number 6 then. Surely not. Oh my god, what a move from Bosmot's there to get himself up into 4th place. But Freddy's still there. He's going to try and dive it up the inside. And he's done it. And he's done it perfectly. Oh, what a move there. Looks like they're still in a little bit of a battle as Freddy keeps the line. And it looks like Bosmots is going to have to stick in behind. And then look at that. So at the moment, it's all seeming a bit... Freddy getting a bit of a wider line there. Is that someone off? That's a Mad Chip off in the back. He's lost it out of the end of the horseshoe there. And Fifi, Bog and Brent have all picked up positions there, as Brent's actually closing up to the back of Fretty now. Fretty and Bosmot for that P4 then, as we fly down towards turn number 1. We go and look at that. Bosmot's up the inside of Fretty this time, as we look at the rear wing of Bosmot's, and Fretty's driving Antoine Hubert's car from last year. And it looks like at the moment Fretty could get a good run. We've got DRS now. Fretty does have the DRS enabled, so now down into turn number 4 we go. And Fretty looks like he's going to have to stick him behind this time around. He's pulled Bosmont to the inside and shoved him out wide. So surely, potentially, Fretty's going to have to stick him behind on that occasion. But this all invites Brent to close up. Skippy online, can he do anything? Not at the moment. Fifi's right behind him, the Romanian. Not like he's doing much at the moment. Manship on his own. And then Phil only just coming through towards and starting at lap number 3, a good 40 seconds behind everyone else. So it looks like Phil won't be helping too much on this feature race in the helping Campos in the Constructors' Championship then. But meanwhile, RLH Short, he's still in with a shout of the race win. Then there's only a 5/10 gap, but he's got the DRS he needs, but it doesn't look like he'll be close enough for a move. Let's have a look at the DRS advantage around here then, as we come down towards turn number 1 then. Sean gets a faster lap than Wesley, and he will set the fastest lap, but it doesn't look like there's enough speed in that car to get past at the moment. Obviously, guys, remember these are fixed setups, so everyone's got the same wings and everything. So it's all about raw pace in the F2 League. And looks like M Short doesn't have that on his brother at the moment. Skippy online. Looks like he may have had a little battle with Fifi. I'm not too sure on that one. But something's happened there as we're on lap 4 now. And Phil not having the best race so far then. But it looks like at the moment Wesley is clearly ahead as the top three, all three different constructors actually. So if they're all in the championship battle, I'm not sure about Short, but I know that there's a battle between Arden and also Campos at the moment. I'm not sure on the third team. I need to have a little check on that one. It will all become a bit more apparent in the sprint race. But at the moment, RLH 1-2. Obviously, we are in RLH lead, but RLH tags 1-2 with M Short in behind. Looks like M Short, Mini Short is a bit lacking on pace compared to the top two at the moment. RLH Short didn't have the pace in the time trials that we did, but it looks like he may have improved that as Bosmot's closing up now. Look at that lap time with that DRS, the 20.5. Bosmot's really getting a move on the C2 driver and potentially closing up to the back of M Short in behind to make it a 4-car train. But anyway, Bosmot's runs a bit wide there, and it looks like at the moment he's going to have to stick in behind. A 1.8 second behind M Short, so if he can have a very good lap here, he could be, I don't know, 1.2, 1.3 behind by this end of the lap then. But it all seems that everyone's staying in the same position at the moment then, as all. Bit of a snap there from RLH Short as Fifi gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. Not sure where he would have done that, but the penalty's been given to him. It looks like Brent is right on the back of Freddie now. So, as Brent loses the rear end there. I'm not sure when these guys are going to pit. I assume it'll be about lap 7 if these guys pit to hop onto the other compounder tyres. And yeah, look at this. Bog actually is not in a bad position if he's fighting Brent, as he's in the medium, so he's going to get. I thought he was going to the pits there for a second, Brent. Doesn't look like anyone is heading into the pits, but Short is closing up to the back now of Wesley by quite a lot. There's only 4/10 of a gap, and Mini Short as well, very close to that that 2-car battle as well. And look at that, Bosmot's in behind. All 4 cars on the same screen, 5, 6 actually, with Brent in the background. Mad Chip's already in the pits with a 5-second stop go. Not sure how relevant that's going to be by the end of the race, but Mad Chip now enters the pits. Anyway, Mad Chip enters the pits. Obviously, a longer time in the pits for F2 cars. It's more around 6-7 seconds, so I'm not sure how much Phil will be behind actually. So Phil could be closer than expected coming out of the pits. So with that front wing damage, it's going to be about 5-6 seconds. Oh no! Mad Chip spun out of the pit lane. Oh wow! And there seems to be no front wing damage on that car, so he's got away lightly on that one as Mad Chip. There's a 3-second gap, so that's another battle to have a look out for. And it looks like everyone is heading into the pits. Look at that, Wesley into the pits. Not doing his usual overcuts in C2. It's going to be an undercut as he gets a 5-second penalty. That's going to be crucial. He's got a 5-second penalty for spinning in the pit lane. That could hand the win easily to one of the Short brothers at the moment. And wow, where's he going to get a real move on if he's going to get anywhere close to winning this? He's only got a 2-point lead, I believe, to M Short. I'll check the championship standings now. But out of the pits now we go. And Wesley seems to be in a bit of spot of bother, let's just say that, as he heads out of the pits and with a 5-second penalty. Oh no, he's got front wing damage. Oh, surely not. I saw a bit of front wing fly there. Oh no, Wesley's got front wing damage. It's all gone from bad to worse for the Campos driver. Wesley is in jeopardy of losing his championship fight. Oh no. Wesley's lost it. Is he going to pit? He's got 13 laps to go, and that's going to be completely, surely, the end of stuff. But anyway, looks like Wesley's in a real spot of bother now. Everyone's in a bit of a spot of bother, as now it looks like both Shorts are heading to the pits. Bog's the only one to stay out, obviously, on the mediums. And that's RLH Short into the pits. Skippy stays out another lap. And oh, looks like Bosmont's been held up. That's not good for Bosmont's in the slightest. In the Dams car, I believe it is. Is it Dams? I don't even know. Yeah, he comes out of the pits now. Oh no, he's lost it as well. Why are so many drivers losing on the pit exit? Oh, look at that. Oh my. Wesley's got another time penalty, so surely Wesley's out of the running here. And look at that. There's Shaw, there's Wesley. So even with front wing damage, he's not doing too bad. But I feel like Wesley's championship hopes here are really starting to go. He's got a lot of penalties to his name. And he's just going to have to hope that these guys pull away from Bosmont's. And obviously with Bosmont's with that front wing damage, yeah, look at that. So lots of people losing out of the pit lane. This may give Wesley just a tiny bit of hope here. But yeah, Bosmont's not happy in the slightest. And I assume Fretty will be able to storm past him quite soon, to be fair. And I assume as well, Marcus Short will be able to get past RLH Wesley quite soon in the future as well then. Wesley without front wing damage. And then all the championship will swing over and it'll all be for the sprint race. And these two that you can see on your screen right now in the biggest championship battle at the moment in RLH, 2 points separating them. As we come down towards turn number 1 then, Short looking up the inside and Wesley going to somehow stick in front. As it doesn't look like there was enough speed in that car to get the move done then. And look at that, Wesley's run out really wide out of turn 3. And surely this is the time for M Short to go to the inside. Yes, it is. And Deneen's left the session. I don't know why. He's probably doing a bit of practice before the sprint race. But look, round the outside, Wesley goes and Short on the inside. And it looks like at the moment, Wesley is just going to hope that the front wing damage won't hinder him too much. As now, it looks like could be a potential Arden 2-3 podium. Bosmont and Wesley both had damage, and Wesley's got 8 seconds worth of penalties. Surely this is time for Fretty to sweep through for the eventual P3. So it's not looking good at the moment for RLH Fretty. But everything seems a bit stagnant at the moment. Not much action happening on track. But as we reach lap 10, Bog staying out a few more laps, I assume, in that Uni Virtuosi car. Obviously, this is Guan Yong Zhu's car, the Renault development driver, the Renault Academy driver. And looks like he's just on his own, flying around. I'm not sure the Delta's in the pit lane. It's going to be about 25-30 seconds, isn't it? So let's have a look at the leader. So he's going to come out in between Brent and Skippy, I assume. Skippy's had a good race so far. Looks like, oh, look at this. Here's the battle between Phil and Madchip for that last points paying position. As they fly up towards turn number 1, and like Phil is close enough at the moment then to mount and move, only 5/10 in it, but it doesn't look like anything's going to happen this time around for the Campos driver there on the Carlin driver of Madchip. Again, ever so closer together, almost like a magnet, with that DRS pulling them closer together and projecting Phil on if he does get that DRS pass. But it seems like 2 trains are free at the moment. Bosmont's holding up 1, Short being the leader of another for 2, 2nd, 3rd and 4th and 5th, 6th, 7th then, with Brent coming in behind on Fretty as well. But at the moment we'll just keep an eye on Phil as he's still closing up to the back of Madchip. The gap is only, was it now, out of the corner. It's much closer into Pinot Reno now. It's only 0.3 of a second there as they fly through now. Speeds are over 100 miles an hour now. Look at that. On the medium tyres, the BWT Ardens are really pushing away now. And Wesley has a 5-second gap to Bosmont. That won't be enough though. Coming down, he needs 8 seconds to stay in the position that he wants to. Bosmos obviously having front wing damage as well, so he's picked up a penalty. That's perfect for him, but Fretty, how many warnings does the Ireland driver have? Is a real question that we need to ask. He's got 2 warnings, so it could be okay for Wesley to get that P3. But Brent in behind, I have a feeling Brent has got some words to say about that. Looks like he's just made a mistake. He's lost 1.2 seconds in the final sector of the lap, so it looks like at the moment it won't be good as Mad Chip now picks up a penalty. Now Phil has got past, I assume, down in towards turn 1 then, as Mad Chip's probably run wide. And let's see if will there be any other moves. And Mad Chip sends it late down the inside. Phil on the inside. Oh, there's contact there. Mad Chip's gone for the move. He's gone for the dive bomb, and he's licked the stamp, sent it, and he's not got the delivery he needed. As now he seems to be far in last now, as it's not been the best race for Mad Chip, as Skippy Online on his own at the moment, with Fifi only a second in behind. And then Shaw once again sets the fastest lap of the race end, closing up to his brother. I'm not sure what they'll do in terms of the championship, because Shaw, not really the luckiest person in terms of wins in the whole of RLH. GC Sport, he cannot seem to get a win in the slightest. He's basically shocking at it. But I wouldn't say that to his face, because he'd probably slap me and I'd definitely take the mick out of me. But yeah, looks like at the moment M Shaw closing in on his brother, but seems like the only real battles really happening at the moment could be between Fretty and Bosmots. Bosmots obviously with that front wing damage. I think Fretty's clean on his front wing. Yes, he is. So it will start to become very interesting then, as it looks like there's Bog. Is that Bog coming to a lap? No, it isn't. Sorry, that's right at the back of the pack between Fifi, Phil, and Skippy then. As Fifi, yeah, Phil and Skippy, yeah, those are the 3 in that battle. But it seems like there's not been much movement recently, as we're coming to just over halfway distance in this race. And I assume Bog will be coming into the pits probably at the end of the next lap then. It will be, it'll be nice to see where he comes out in terms of things. But Bog at the moment on his own at the top, 8.2 seconds ahead of anyone. 8.5, it's coming down every single second then. 8.4, and it's coming down and down as the 2 shorts push each other on, getting himself away from Wesley. Bosmarts is still 5 seconds away from Wesley. This is crucial for the championship then, as if Fretty and Bosmarts battle, it may help out Wesley, but at the moment it seems like it's not good for Fretty, not good for Wesley in the slightest of the championship. I need to check the F2 point system actually, to see how points work out. If so 25, 18, 15, 12, yeah, and then the sprint race is goes 15, 12, 10, 8, 6. So basically at the moment Wesley's got a 2-point lead on them, sure, I do believe. So after this race, if positions stay the same, as Bog does enter the pits now. As for, oh, here we go. That changes things up a lot. Fretty's also got a penalty, so that will change things a lot then, as Fretty's now closing in on Bosmots. They're going to go side by side into the final little corner then. Down towards turn number 1 they go. Side by side, Fretty on the inside, Bosmots on the outside. Will Bosmots break late enough? Yes, he does. He's going to hold on to that, but will there be a little bit of a switch back move here? Here we go. No, it seems like he's keeping the move here. And oh, there you go. There's a front wing damage, really not helping out Bosmots in the slightest end, as they go side by side. Running with Brent here in behind, and it seems like Fretty down the inside has got it done then. He's got that stamp done, and he sent it this time pretty well. That's what Mad Chip needed to do, and he didn't do it. So at the moment now, Fretty up into P4 then, and the gap to Wesley stands at 6 seconds then. Can he close that down to 5? That would really change things. So let me just get this straight then. So if M Shaw picks up second, which is 18 points, Fretty picks up third, 15 points, M Shaw will be leading by 1 point into the final round. Wow, that would be interesting. I'm just going to check if I have got this right, and Wesley is leading by 2 points. Let me have a look then. Because that would be an interesting last round, to say the least. Whoever finishes ahead would get the championship then. Just going to check the standings real quick, guys. As we come on to the next lap, and it seems like at the moment... Oh, no, Boss Monster's run wide. No! Amy Short is ahead. Amy Short is ahead. I'm very sorry, guys. So, Amy Short is ahead with his 9 wins to Wesley's 3. Oh, wow. Actually, that changes a lot of things. We've got yellow detector 2. Not sure who that's for. No. So, at the moment, Wesley will be 5 points behind. 5 points. And what's the point system? It goes 15, 12, 10. So, basically, Wesley needs to win the sprint race, and Short needs to come. Amy Short needs to come 4th, because on points at the moment, on race wins and stuff, Amy Short will get it on race wins alone. Sadly, consistency is not helping out Wesley here, as it looks like he kind of squandered his chance in the pit stop alone. Unless there's a little bit of a movement here, it seems like Amy Short could win this pretty easily. He's just got to get a podium, as he looks like at the moment it's Wesley Short and the other Short really fighting for that podium, and no one else is really contending unless Benin will be able to get into the sprint race and fight for that. And it looks like now Marcus is getting on the back of his brother Morgan, and these two really going for it. It's the closest battle at the moment. The battle for the lead then, the Arden versus, I believe, the Dams car for the race win. Yeah, that is Nicholas Latifi's car, if I'm not. Yeah, that is Nicholas Latifi's number 6 car. Obviously, you can see all his sponsors there on the halo. As now the gap is only 0.3 of a second. Will Big Short help out Mini Short here for the championship win then? It will extend the lead to 12 points, meaning that Mini Short would basically need a non-finish to lose it. And oh, look at that! Wow, RLH Short has lost it out of Zheng Xiao then, and surely that would be the perfect time for... oh, look at that! Oh, he's gonna give it way too easily away. RLH Short lets him through, and that is surely the championship win for M Short then, unless something ridiculously bad happens in either the next 4 laps or in the sprint races. Now Fretty, something's happened to Fretty. Oh no, Fretty down in P7 now. Looks like he's had a bit of an accident somewhere. And Brent getting up into P5, Bosmont's P4, so it looks like Fretty may have lost it out of Zheng Xiao maybe. Not too sure, but Bob picks up a 3-second time penalty. I'm not sure if that's going to affect it. It may affect him as Fretty is just ahead, but Fretty's got that penalty as well. So I don't think it may affect him that much. But the main thing to really talk about now is how M Short is now ahead of his brother, and that could be potential for the Drivers' Championship then. It won't be secure. Marcus will have to have a bad sprint race. He'll have to be some kind of bad conditions, or he spins or crashes or whatever. But at the moment it seems like he will win the championship. He'll have a healthy lead. He'll have 12-point gap into the sprint race. Only 15 places on offer in the sprint race. So M Short will basically need a non-finish. He's going to start 8th obviously, of course, down to the reverse grid. Skippy Online will be starting on pole at this point, without penalties being played into things. RLH Fretty will start at P2, Bog 3rd, Brent 4th, Bosmont's 5th. I feel like Bosmont could hold up a lot of people in the sprint race as we come on to the final 3 laps of the race now. It's going to be an interesting sprint race. It would have been more interesting if RLH Wesley was winning it or M Short came 2nd. But we'll make do with what we've got. We've still got a championship battle on our hands. And M Short at the moment seems like he'll be pulling away at the end of this race as Madchip picks up another penalty to his name. It's those two really going for it. 4 attempts in it, but I feel like there's a mutual agreement here that M Short may take the win today. Obviously the brothers help each other out here. One in the championship fight, the other one just wants to win. I feel like I know which one will be prioritised there. Is Morgan gets a bit of a bad exit out of Zheng Xiao now. A 10-second gap to Wesley in behind. Surely it's an easy race now for M Short with 2 laps to go then. Doesn't look like RLH will be going for it unless Marcus does make a mistake then. Not like it'd mean much anyway, just get P2 instead of P1 and just make the championship battle into the final race a bit more interesting. But down into turn number 4 then, the Retroposter. Down the Retroposter, down into the Cedar de Largo then. And RLH Short just holding him behind. It seems like as well there's a battle at the back of the grid between Phil and Mad Chip. Phil on new tyres, Mad Chip on old. Oh, look at that! Mad Chip into the wall. Mad Chip has lost his car, and now the end of runnings for him then. At the moment, Mad Chip will be just sitting in behind as the final car to finish bent. But as we come onto the last lap of the race, M Short in front, RLH Short in second, Wesley in third with that front wing damage. P4 goes to Bosmots, P5 is Brent, and Brent is closing up to the back of Bosmots with a lap and a bit to go as the top 2 come through turns 1, 2 and 3 then. They fly down now towards turn 1, Brent and Bosmots for that elusive P4. Bosmots with front wing damage. Brent, who seems to be clean, I believe, down towards turn number 1. They both go. Brent is looking much more confident in his machinery, in, I believe, the ART car. He's going to have probably 2 more chances of this. RLH Short getting very close to the back of his brother. Look at that. Oh, so close in behind there. But the question is, will we spoil the party for his BWT Arden brother? He's lost it a bit out of the Pinot Noir as we come down to the final few corners then. It won't be the championship yet for M Short, but it's going to be very close to that elusive championship win for Short. They come out the final corner now for the 20th and final time. It doesn't look like RLH Short is close enough to challenge. Up to the line then we come, and M Short surely will come home and take the checkered flag to give himself a very good chance of winning the F2 championship then. Extends his point lead if when Wesley crosses the line to 12 points. 12 points. So RLH Wesley is going to need some hefty drive now to head up and beat these guys. But Bosmots will across the line 6 seconds behind him. Brent finishes P4 on penalty, so Brent will be ahead of these guys. Bosmots in P3, Bogorovsky in P3, Fretty Sign in P2, and Skippy will be on pole for the reverse grid race then. Fifi will miss out just on that elusive reverse grid pole. We'll start P9 for the sprint race. P10 will go to Phil, who I believe has the fastest lap of the race. He does with a 19.8 to M Short's 20.0. Both the Shorts doing 20.0s. Good pace from them, but Phil will finish home in P10, and I assume when he crosses the line, Mad Chip will finish down in P11. Hopefully Deneen is joining for the sprint race. So there you go then, that's half of it done. That is M Short taking the win today in that BWC Arden. P2 RLH Short and P3 RLH Wesley. And we're getting ready for the reverse grid race, and that will be the interesting one with Wesley ahead of Short. And that is where the tables do turn. Will anyone get in the way of M Short taking home this championship today? I'm not too sure. But there is your order then. 25 points to M Short, 18 sorry for RLH Short, and 15 to RLH Wesley. P4 goes to Brent, P5 is Bosmos, P6 is Borgorowski's, P7 goes to RLH Wesley, P8 is Skippy Online, P9 is Fifi, P10 is Phil, and P11 is Mad Chip. They're all getting ready for the feature race now. And anyway, it looks like Deneen won't be joining us for the sprint race. So it'll just be the 11 drivers racing around for the final time this season. Hopefully you can still hear me. Ah! I don't know if you can still hear me. Hopefully you can. And there we go then. So that is confirmation. I don't think, yeah, Deneen is not here. So Skippy Online will be taking the pole position. Don't know how long you'll be able to keep that. P2 is RLH Fretty. P3 was Bog. P4 is Bosmots. P5 is Brent. P6 goes to Wesley. P7 is RLH Short. And P8 is a championship leader, M Short, with Fifi, Phil, and Madchip in behind. Can Phil kind of conjure anything up here to annoy anyone else then? Top 8 only get points. Basically, for Wesley to win the championship, he needs to get P2 and Short to get no points. The gap is 12 points in the championship then. Wesley's got nothing to lose now. He's just got to go for it. He's got to go for every move possible and hope the Shorts don't follow him. That's his only hope of winning this championship tonight then. Bosmot's taking a bit of a trip to the grass before he proceeds to start on the grid. Oh no, Skippy! That is not how you do a formation, that mate. So Skippy will definitely have some grassy tyres coming in down into turn 1. That could make the grid a bit interesting, as he's going to be lining up a lot, his second to last on the grid. So Skippy in the reverse grid, that will be interesting. How long will Skippy be able to hold the P1 then? The number 16, as everyone starts to line up. Fretty already taking his grid position. Mad Chip taking his grid position. And Skippy Online, meanwhile, has the elusive job of starting us up today then. For the reverse grid race now. We've had the feature race. We've now got the sprint race. Here we go then. We go to 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights for the reverse grid race. And into Lagos, and it's lights out, and away we go. Who has a better start? Looks like RLH Fretty has a much better start off the line than Skippy. Down towards turn 1 they go. Skippy trying to hold him around the outside. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, but he's going to have the inside for turn 2. And it seems like Fretty will hold that position for now. I'm having a look. Short already up a position on his teammate. RLH Short so down. So he's already in that P7. Wesley only in P6. So nothing separating those two guys as we come down towards turn number 4. Then we go. Everyone somehow slipping in there. Skippy's really off track and it's not going well for him in this reverse grid race so far. Bogorowski almost trying to get involved as well as Bosmots gets past as well. We can see Wesley trying to go up the inside of Bog, and that's not happening. He's just trying to get away from M Short as as quick as possible there. As Bog runs wide, Wesley trying to go up the inside and maybe round the outside. And doesn't seem like it's going to work at the moment. There's Fifi and Matchup exchange positions there at the back of the grid. As Matchup doesn't seem to have the best start. Oh, look at that. Phil up the inside of RLH short now. That'll be interesting. Can Phil get involved as these two go side by side now? Down Magulo. And it looks like at the moment, looks like Short just ahead of RLH Short. But it looks like Phil does have some serious pace here as we run onto the back straight now. RLH Freddie taking the lead at the moment, but Wesley now looking to get past Bog. I don't think Short will be able to do the same thing down towards turn 1. And as Bog has a really bad exit, but we're right on board with the Arden now. Down to turn 1. He's going to go for it as well. Short, he's going to have to tuck him behind there. And Phil, he's still there, is Phil, so Phil can get involved as well. At the moment, it is Wesley's to lose, and he's now going to get past Skippy. Down towards turn 4, predictably. He's going to be a little bit of a lunge for the Arden, not for the Campbell, sorry, not the Arden. And now it looks like Bosmont is trying to go up the inside of Brent, and that's not happening at the moment either. So seems like now it's Wesley's time to really push on. There's 3 places in between him and Short. Him and M Short, that is, and Skippy's lost another. Skippy's trying to. He has now lost another position to Bog. So this is all just helping out Short a bit with all this battling. M Short surely will be closing in soon on Skippy, and surely it died down the inside. He's not gonna risk anything, I don't think. M Short. He's got enough. He's got enough time to make a move, and I don't think he needs to make any drastic moves yet. As everyone's still in the same shot, which is still good. As Freddie now running up as Short has got past both Shorts were in battles. As Phil's lost it. Oh, he's lost it with Madchip as well. Both of them have lost it out of Zheng Xiao, and we're down to 9 runners who could potentially still take the race lead. As Bosmont's trying to go on the inside, down the outside. I don't even know where they're trying to go now. But RLH Wesley closing in, and M Short in P6. He'll take the championship at this point. I believe he'll take 4 points. That'll be enough for him. That will be a 16-point gap, and there's only 15 points in this race. So if he sticks in this P6, he will win the championship no matter what. As Brent and Bosmont are now. Oh no, that's Bosmont's off. Bosmont. Oh, he's going to keep it away from the wall. What is Bosmont doing? I don't know what's happened there. Has he got front wing damage? He does have front wing damage. So Bosmont once again has got that front wing damage. Ever just so helping out M Shaw and Wesley. And it's going to help out Wesley in a treat here. It seems like Arden are most probably going to wrap up the constructors as well here as well. It won't be an Arden taking home the drivers, but it will be an Arden taking home the drivers and also the constructors at this point, it seems. As Freddie, look at him, he's up in that P1, elusive P1, and Wesley's here in the purple middle sector. He's within a second now of Brent. Surely he'll have DRS coming into the end of this lap then. Is that DRS enabled? I don't even know. I should probably put on the telemetry. He does have the DRS enabled. And he does set the fastest up of the race then as well with that. As M Shaw down round the outside of Bog. And I don't think Bog really put up a fight with that one. I think Bog knows his place where he's going to be fighting. It won't be there as Bosmont heads in to the pits. And it's not going to be a good race for the Dams cars. Oh, sorry, the Lightning Buzz, I think. No, it's a Carlin car, sorry, not the Dams. So the Carlin comes into the pits. And he comes out now. Oh, look how slow they are changing tyres. It's so slow. Out of the pits he comes, and Bosmont will not be happy in the slightest with that one. But it seems like Wesley has gone past Brent as well in the process and is closing up on that race lead that he needed in race 1. He's not going to get that now, is he? At the moment, M Shaw will win this easily. With ease, it will be 12 points to, I believe, 8 at the moment for M Shaw. So it'll be an easy win for the guy from Cambridge to win the F2 league then. RLH Wesley 99 though, coming up close on the race lead. He's going to go to the outside and surely down into the centre S's. This is a move. No, Freddie holds on. Freddie making a nuisance of himself. Coming through turn 2 and 3 and will hold on. And Brent may be able to get it through. M Short now closing up to the back of this group as well. Don't forget the likes of Short and Bog. It's like Short's like the best race compared to his brother, but Bog is in this as well. Bog down towards turn 4. Will he be able to get past Short? Not this time around. Skippy holding onto that P8. And it seems like that'll be everything for the moment. But the top 3 are the people we need to be focusing on. They'll come up to top 4 in a minute as, yep, Short is now within a second. So, it looks like, excuse me, that M Short may be able to challenge Wesley on track as well as off track. So this must, oh, if only Wesley won the sprint, the feature race, this would be so much more interesting. But M Short is halfway there. Oh no, the sprint round. How we didn't collect M Short, I will never know. But Brent is off, and somehow he's still racing in this race, but down in P8. Not been a good race for the ART car there with Brent. And looks like Phil will be taking that P8 away from him if he's not careful. It's Brent not heading into the pits on those tyres. They'll be overheating, but looks like Phil will be able to get probably a move on. Maybe set down as turn 4 if you can set the move up right. Phil then only 5 tenths behind the ART car. He's got that DRS he needs. He's closing in on the ART. And surely, before long, he's going to go down the inside. He's going for it. It's going to be a very late move. Oh, Phil's gone for it. You can't touch tyres around here, Phil. He's going to get onto the support road. And Madchip is now past him. And down in P10 he is. And Skippy Online has picked up a penalty. Now Wesley is on the back of Fretty. And M Short is in behind. And so is RLH Short as well. It's the top 4 who we were kind of expecting. And it's turned out to be that as we come down into the next few corners then. Will Wesley be able to get a move done? It's only a 2/10 gap now for the race lead. Will this be a move done for RLH Wesley down towards turn number 1? It seems he's got that DRS he needs. Will Fretty make a defence? He's going to send it on the inside again. Always tries to defend it, but it seems like at the moment Wesley has been able to hold on to that position. But now Fretty does have the DRS. Wesley is vulnerable. Down to see the Largo, and down towards turn number 4 then. And it seems like Wesley is going to have to hop in behind as Fretty has retaken the lead. As M Short now 9 tenths behind them, and RLH Short a further 7. It's all going to get much more interesting, isn't it? Wesley now, he'll be wanting that race win just for some kind of consolidation. Up 1 place, up 4 places, up 5 places, up 3 places. FIFA gets another time penalty. It seems like these guys are dominating this league then, like they do in GT Sport. They are very good in GT Sport. It seems like they can adapt their skills quite well over to F2 then. These guys, all 4 of them, have got very good all skills there. As Wesley's on the back, lost the back end there, and surely his championship rival will be able to make a move then down towards turn 1. How will Wesley defend this one as we come down towards turn 1? Short comes to the outside, Wesley on the inside. Looks like Short, oh, he's gonna hold on and stay in that P3. He doesn't want to make any bad moves there, as he knows at the moment he has got the race win on him. Not the race win, so the championship on him. Welcome to the 9 people watching as we've got 6 laps left of this battle. 4-way battle for the lead then. RLH Short making it 4. Seems like as well Skippy and Fifi. Looks like Fifi's had a bad exit out of turn 3. Skippy trying to go around the outside. And oh, they've had a bit of contact there, and surely he's not going to go up the inside. Very close from Skippy to the back of Fifi there, but it seems like Skippy will have to hold on for P7 at this moment in time. And Brent in P8 will be closing in ever so shortly after his little offing at Zhengshao then. Meanwhile at the top, seems like RLH Short could be on for something. The top 4 separated by 1.1 seconds. They're all DRSing each other, except for Fretti, who could be in a very dangerous position right now. To be overtaken down towards turn 1 then. Will he try the same tactics of sliding in behind and then hoping Wesley gets a bad exit? Out of the next corner, no, he's going to try and keep it up the inside. There's going to be Will Bailey. Oh no, there's contact. And Fretti is round. Fretti is round and he's trying to send it up the inside. I think he had a bit of... he doesn't have front wing damage, but he's going to come home, presumably in P5 after that. Unless he can close up to Bog, but now it's only down to 3 drivers. And if only that first race didn't exist, this would be much more interesting as Wesley, without the sprint race, without the feature race, would be leading the championship right now. But Wesley can just be there, and he's a bit like the Massa Hamilton situation. He can win this, but still not win the championship. It's a real shame for Wesley, as he could have won. But the pit lane incident. Oh, and Skippy tries to set up the inside of Fifi. These two really embattled right on board Brent. You can see this pretty well then. Can Brent try and make a move on the 2 of them there? Oh, Skippy breaks super early down into the top of the horseshoe there. And these guys just trying to hold on for their life as Brent. Seems like he's had a bad exit there in the top 3 now. Separated by 1.5 as Wesley is aiming to pull away now a bit. Yellow sector 2 and sector 3. I think that may have been Phil who may have had a little trip round, but down towards turn number 1, Skippy still ahead. And I'm just checking. There's been 2 comments. So let's go Fifi. And what is wrong with the pit exit? I don't know. Sorry guys for not replying, but I hope you're still watching the stream. And sadly those comments didn't come through on the stream, so I've had to just pick them up in the YouTube comment section. But it seems like now, here we go, opportunity for Brent to head up the inside, and he's not being able to do that. He's just playing it safe now, just wanting all the points he can as we come down into the final section then of track. Brent then holding on just for that P8. He's going to try and fly it up, maybe into P7 or 6, but it seems like he's on the same pace as Skippy, same place as Fifi as well then. Fifi looks like he's had a bad exit through Magulo, and at the top the gap is around the same. Looks like this battle will be a little bit more elusive for you guys to watch then. Gap being 0.7 of a second to Fifi from Brent. We're going to keep on riding with this ART driver then down towards turn number 1, and it seems like Brent is just going to sit in behind the C3 driver against Fifi, I believe, who is a C4 driver. I haven't checked that. I wouldn't be able to be completely sure on that. I'll just quickly check the announcements. Is Fifi an F4 driver? No. I don't know where he is. I don't know where Fifi is actually in terms of things, but I think he's in that Romanian league is where he is actually, excuse me. But look at that, on the inside now, Brent goes on Fifi, and not this time around, he's going to stick him behind. He's got a few more chances yet, so don't you worry on that one. He's got 3 laps to really show what he's got. So he'll go again. Looks like he's had a little bit of a breather now. He'll have another go later on in the race then. As it seems like at the moment, down towards turn number 3 and 3 then. Wesley is pulling away ever so slightly. And RLH Short is just holding in. And look at that, in behind. That is Brent and Fifi still battling. And Brent this time does head up the inside. And that is a move on Brent. Oh, there's been contact. Fifi on the back of Brent. And now, is this a perfect time for... Does Brent let off the gas? What's happened there? I think Brent's let off the gas. And let Fifi back through. Maybe it was something Brent wasn't really proud of, that move. But it seems like Fifi now somehow staying ahead of that. Meanwhile, up front, you got RLH Short and M Short still battling. And it seems like M Short will be coming home for the championship if nothing changes. Down towards turn 1 then, it doesn't seem like any moves will be happening. The closest battle we do have on track is between Brent and Fifi. Will there be any moves soon? Doesn't seem like they're close enough as we come onto lap 13 now. I'm just having a look at the Short battle. Can RLH Short close in on the back of his brother? It seems like the brother may have a second go of beating him. And I have no clue who will be winning this one, but it seems like at the moment M Short is probably going to beat his brother, as we only got a lap and a half to go, only about 4 or 5 kilometers left in it, and then that'll be the end of the F2 championship with RLH Wesley. Sadly at the moment doesn't look like we'll take home the win, but will we see a clock moment? No rain, which is a shame. I would have liked to see some rain in this race, but it seems like it's all going to be a bit normal and a bit of a anticlimactic ending after the 2-point separation. M Short just playing it safe, and safe's just got him the win here as Wesley looked to have probably won this. He was leading the feature race as look at that, Short really going for it. I don't know if he was thinking of sending it from there, but Wesley was on for winning it. He had that into and out of the pit lane, and he got that 5-second penalty, and that really cost him any chance of leading and winning this championship then, as RLH Short is in behind of Fifi and Brent are finally having that battle, and Fifi lets Brent past, and Brent takes that P7 and Fifi P8. And we got yellows, and that I believe is a mad chip round, and it looks like he'll let his teammate through with Bosmots. The Carlin's not having the best day out on track. Mad chip down in P11. It's not been the best race for him, but it seems like RLH Wesley through the middle sector now. Will RLH Short try and spoil the party, try and ruin the party in the Dam's car, in Latifi's car? It doesn't seem like it. In behind, I'm just having a look. Brent and Fifi, they're still battling. I don't know what's happening here. So these two always in a little battle. It will be a run up to the line then. But I'll tell you what, won't be a run up to line. It will be the championship battle. And it seems like after everything has happened, RLH Wesley will cross the line and take the win. But your championship winner will be M Short. Marcus Short in behind, followed by his brother of Morgan. And that is the championship win, and that is your podium once again. Wesley Short and M Short, but in a different order this time around. Bogorovsky takes P4. Fretti, after that contact with Wesley, takes P5. P6 will go to Skippy. A valiant drive from him there. And will Fifi get it? Oh, look at that, up to the line. I think, oh, Brent took that up to the line. Sorry, I didn't see that. But Fifi and Brent all the way up to the line, really going for it. And Fifi on penalties, not had a good race. And there will just be Bosmots and mad chips across the line. And then that will be the end of things for the F2 Championship. So Bosmots crosses the line. Fifi picked up a ton of penalties. And then Mad Chip will finish in behind. And that is the end of your F2 Championship, guys. There we go. The podium once again, a different winner this time around though. RLH Wesley in Dorian Boccolacci's car will take home the win for Campos. But it won't mean anything. It's a Felipe Massa kind of moment. He wins the race, but the championship goes to M Short in the Arden. And I believe with that, the Constructors' Championship is also handed to BWT Arden. So there are your results then. Wesley taking the win. M Short in behind, only 3 points behind. So the win by 9 points does go to M Short in the championship. P3 Bog, P4 Wesley, P5 Brent, P6 Skippy, P7 Phil. Oh no, P6. I missed one. 4th Bog, 5th Fretty, 6th Brent, 7th Skippy, 8th Phil, 9th Fifi, 10th Bosmots, and 11th is Madchip. Those are your results for the feature race if you missed it, and those are your sprint race results. And now I'm just going to join the fat party. I believe has the top 3. I'm just going to join the party. Hopefully the top 3 are in here. Yes, they are. So does anyone have anything to say except for well done Short for winning the championship, obviously, by 9 points I believe it was in the end, but yeah, how was that for you?
I messed up qualifying in the first race because for some reason my traction was on medium when I normally have it off, but still managed to get the win because I think Wesley got a penalty, I can't remember, but then yeah, second race just staying out of trouble really, because I knew if I was in the top 5 then I'd get it, and just that's all I had to do. Yeah,
no daredevil moves for you there, but I'm sure it was nice to see Wesley not coming out and battling you out of the pits. Obviously he lost it in the pit lane, which cost him the race, but I'm sure you won't be too sad about that one, obviously taking the championship with you.
Yeah, well, I was a bit surprised that Wesley was slow. Like he came out behind where he went into the pits and he had the undercut, so then I assumed something was wrong, then saw he was then got past him and he dropped off, so it must have...
Very stupid.
Cost you the championship most probably as well, because you were on for a race win there.
I don't know.
Rub salt in the wound, Spag.
Huh?
Don't rub salt in the wound.
Yeah,
no, I think like the whole pit lane screwed me in that race.
Yeah, it did with a 5-second penalty as well.
In the sprint race, ways I got was really good, and then I was kind of disappointed that I fucked it up in the feature race.
Yeah, it was kind of like a Massa moment. Obviously, you took the win, but not the championship at Brazil. It's a shame, but a valiant effort from you there. Anything else to add?
Congrats to Short. Yeah, he did well all season.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It really means a lot. Thank you so much.
Marcus Short. But anyway, Short, you got to win as well. Congrats on that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Today, but I was a good brother.
Yeah, Wes,
yeah.
It seems like you're the chick Hicks at the moment. Getting that PT. Getting the PT. But yeah, well done. And then Morgan, do you have anything to add?
No, I had quite a fun race to be honest. It's the fastest I've probably been in. This is my 5th race. It's definitely my fastest one. I had the pace to win race 1, but I sort of lost it in the final corner and decided I'd be a nice brother and wouldn't really battle. Yeah, brother orders it seemed like. And I didn't really battle Marcus too hard. And yeah, 2nd and 3rd, can't really complain. Yeah, I've got to say, you may be taken to the shirts for brother orders there. It seems like it could be a breach of the rules, but obviously, wait, do you race in the same room? Yes. Oh dear, lots of communication there. There was no order. He lost definitely your dad was involved in that.
One had muted himself, so I couldn't hear.
Anyway, right, I'm gonna stop the stream here. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.